Hey guys, welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. I have Camilla with me, and this is #ShadesOfGay.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Bad girl, it's no fun, she's not bad. Type of girl you wish you had. Take what I want and never ask. I'm a big girl, I got
Bad girls look so good. Don't you wish you would roll with us? They still have that song. Welcome to the Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls.
Okay, so hello everyone. Kayla could not come. She had something with work, and she was very, very sad. So please tweet her and let her know how much you miss her. So Kayla is not here, but we do have Camilla.
Yay! I'm gonna get you.
With
It's
what?
Camilla.
Camilla.
Yes, let it roll off your tongue.
Camilla.
You said-
What do I say?
you said,
Camilla.
you said it right the first time. I mean,
Camilla.
Yes.
Camilla.
Yes.
People always say I butcher names.
Well, it's
Like,
okay.
I had a friend named Mani, and I would say Manny. I'd be like, "Hey, Manny."
It's
And
okay,
he'd be
it's
like,
all
"It's
love."
Mani." I'm like, I'm sorry.
Camilla.
I'm sorry.
No, just
Okay, wait, so Camilla.
Yes.
Okay, Camilla. Like Camilla tea. What was that? Chamomile tea.
You're so silly.
Okay, whatever. All right. So, Camilla, how can everyone find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at the real Camilla P, and you can also find me on Instagram, Twitter. I am Camilla P.
Awesome. And then you can find me everywhere at Kristen Kelly TV. And I will leave a comment underneath because I really want you guys to go like my videos and follow my videos and all of that. And I just put up a new video, I think 2 days ago. All right. So, this is season 16, episode 8, by the way, because last week I said season 15.
Oh,
and I
damn.
had so many people that were on the comments like, you said 15, you said 15.
So season 16, let's correct that.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not perfect. Season 16. So Candy was supposed to come in, and then there was kind of a fan, or definitely a fan, who bashed myself and Kayla on Twitter, and Candy like retweeted all of those and liked all of those, and then Candy sent me an email saying she wasn't gonna come on the show. So for that fan, Mel Bell, I believe the name was, on Instagram or Twitter, you ruined the chance for Candy to come on. So sorry, guys, Candy won't be here.
And I liked Candy. What
I-
happened? I mean, I missed
I
last
liked
week,
Candy
but
too, and that was like the first episode that I ever reviewed with her on it because I wasn't there the episode before. They were like, you were bashing her and you were switching episodes. I'm like, did you watch the episode? I just reviewed the show.
well, technically, you're supposed to review the show and say your opinion, so
Yeah.
you shouldn't really get too worried about what we
yeah.
say because honestly, it's just our opinions.
It's just
and
our opinions we're watching, like viewers, like you guys. So.
we have to say something about that. You know?
So sorry about that. All right. Okay, so the new girls come in, and then Tiara doesn't drink or smoke. So everyone's like, kind of up in arms about that.
I know. I was like, how do you go on the Bad Girls Club without? I'll give it. I mean, I have to give more power to someone that cannot drink and smoke or do anything and just live a sober life. Like you, power to you.
Dude, power to that. Like, seriously, anybody that can do that, that's great. Good for you. I kind of felt like maybe because there was a part when she was talking and she said, she's like, oh, when they were going out for Cinco de Mayo, and she's like, we're all going to turn up or something like that. Or like, we're all going to take shots, but not me. It was weird the way she said it. I kind of was like,
Well, maybe she's hiding the fact that maybe she had a problem with drinking or something to where she
Maybe.
can't drink anymore, to where that she just has to solely say that she's not drinking.
I don't know. Or maybe she just doesn't want to drink on TV, which is
I mean, maybe for her business, I don't know. Or maybe she knows when she drinks, she gets angry and irate, and that might not be the
Yeah.
good look for her. So
which either way, smart for her.
she's cute though.
So how do you say, is it Cabrina?
Cabrina.
So it's like Sabrina with a K.
Sabrina
Cabri-
with a-
okay.
yeah.
So Cabrina, she just tells everyone she's not bougie. She really wants you to know she's not bougie. And
She's like, I take ABT. I was in section A. Like,
yeah,
hey.
she really wants you to know she's not bougie. And then the girls are saying Tiara is Tiara.
Tiara.
Right? Tiara. I'm like, sorry everyone.
It seems like they keep having the same names, Tiara and Kayla's and Kaylin's. And
So Tiara is reserved, and then Z and the other girls are I don't know, just they were super freaked out about her not drinking. That was just very weird to me. I don't know. Why do you think they were so just? Because I feel like everybody really was like, she doesn't drink. How can she be a bad girl?
Well, I think when people say bad girl, they automatically think you have to drink and you have
We're
to do certain
alcoholics.
things. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, you can have different ways of being a bad girl. You can just not listen to rules and be a bad girl. It's not necessarily like drinking. So she cannot drink, but I doubt that she has probably never had a drink. But I know people that have done that before, so I don't put it past them.
My mom's never drank. She's
Really?
never smoked.
Oh my God, amen to
I
her.
mean, Marilyn, you're an amazing woman. She's a saint. Little hard to like live up to. But so okay, so I wonder.
I have a question.
Yes.
What did she toast at her wedding then?
My mom,
Yes.
no alcohol, because my dad's father was an alcoholic. So my dad never drank because he was around like his father being alcoholic. But my mom, because my parents have been together since they were 16, and my mom actually beat up my grandfather because my grandfather was beating up my dad once, and my mom like punched my grandfather, and my mom was like maybe 18 or something, and my mom was like, I just have never wanted to try alcohol, and she's like, seeing your grandfather just like being like that, you know, it's, I don't know.
Hey, you know,
I don't know.
we didn't
So
talk about.
apple cider then?
I have no idea. The woman's like the most modest woman in the whole world too. I know she's had her makeup done twice in her whole life. And
Well, at least she knows she's doing something bad. She made you.
Yeah,
Woo, woo,
I
woo. So she
mean,
did something. She was
yeah.
knocking some boots.
If you met my mom, though, you'd be like, how do you come from this woman? Because she's like, you know, super religious. She goes to church all the time. That's like her going out is like going
Monday
to church.
through Monday.
Yeah, she's like, oh, just going to church. Come back from church. Church. Okay. So Ryan and Bernice. Oh, and by the way, guys, we are going to take callers, but we're going to do something a little different. We're going to wait till the end of the show to take callers so that it's like it flows easier. But we will get your calls, so do not worry about that. So all you guys that are calling, what time are we going to take callers?
Around like 10 minutes before the show ends, so
Yeah.
probably like 6:45, 6:50.
Around like 6:45, 6:50. So Ryan and Bernicia, they stay home, and then Ryan is upset about the crew. What did you feel about the whole crew thing with Ryan?
I mean, okay, only because they don't show you everything, and by us being on there, I can get a little frustration from producers. They kind of can be on you like 24/7 and expect you to do this, and then they talk to you like crap. It's happened. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. So I can understand her feeling disrespected because I didn't see the episode before that what happened, so I don't really know. But I know that taking it that far, like, come on now. At the end of the day, these are the people that's cutting your checks. These are the people that give you the opportunity. So you need to respect these people, especially Steve. I love Steve. Like, how do you have a fight with Steve? Even he could be an asshole, but he's cool.
So you didn't see last episode?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so in the last episode, pretty much what happened was she was really drunk,
Okay.
and she was like in the van.
Yes.
And I believe it was Stephanie took some ice and was like rubbing ice on her back. I believe it was Stephanie. I'm not sure. Was rubbing like ice on her back and was like, "Oh, this will make you feel better." And the camera guy or sound guy was like, "The mic, like, be careful of the mic."
And she's like, "F the
and
mic."
she was like, "Fucking mic." You know,
Oh, well,
blah,
then
blah,
you, in
blah.
that situation, you are not supposed. First of all, they tell you the mic.
But then the next day, when she was sober,
It's like more.
they came to her and she was still like screaming at them.
Well, yeah, at that point, you're disrespectful because at the end of the day, I can send you home. You won't have a check anymore. And you're saying that your house and whatever your life is back home is more important, but you clearly came on Bad Girls Club for something. So I would keep that to yourself.
Yeah, I completely agree. With that whole situation, I understand where she's coming from because, as like, you know, we totally have been there where like we knew that we weren't being treated fairly.
Yes.
And we do not see what the crew is doing to them. So on one hand, I totally see like where Ryan is coming from. On another hand, I can, you know, we had callers that had called in and said, you know, I can't believe that she was being so disrespectful, blah, blah, blah.
They don't understand what goes on in that household. It's like jail. It's not fun like that.
You don't understand what's going on. They really do treat you unfairly a lot of times. They have a lot of rules that they don't like tell you about. So I mean, I know with like my season, they would take money from you for like they weren't really paying you that much anyway.
Yes.
And then they would take money from you. Like we had a chair that we all would draw on in the the room with the phone, and then they deducted like $200 from each of us.
Oh yeah, I've seen
for
that.
a $50 chair. Like a $50 chair we drew on, and they deducted $200 from each person, you know? And like they would just do stuff like that unfairly, and it's like, well, who's taking that money, you know? So they could have said to Ryan, oh, well, because you screamed, we're going to take $500 away from you.
Well, maybe
you know?
they had like given her a warning and given her a fine at first, and then they're probably just like, it's too much.
Yeah, I mean.
Because after a while, it's like overbearing, and oh my God, Ryan's basically a houseplant. That's funny.
Oh my God. And we can see you guys on our live Facebook chat.
She was kind of like more of like trying to push her her entertainment, or I mean, what is it, a hosting job that she has, that she says she has fans.
She said it was a radio job, but like I looked it up. It's
In this
it's a
industry, you
lot.
just have to play chess. You have to know how to
Pick your
battles
battles.
and move, and so hey, see you later.
I mean, in general, you can't be difficult to work with, or no one's going to want to work with you. That's just a life lesson. But I do have to say, on Ryan's defense, we really don't know, and like the editors are also on the they're on the payroll, so it's like we really don't know what happened. We don't know if somebody was disrespectful to her. Like literally, there could have been crew members that were really disrespectful to her.
I agree.
But from what they show, I kind of am like on her side.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Once again, I'm just saying I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, you never know when it comes
When
to.
you guys were on it, did you have any issues with crew members?
Yeah, I had. Oh my god, I had so many issues with crew members, and it's just like.
I cursed like from the bottom to the top of my lungs in Hawaii when we went for season 13 when I don't even remember her name, when she stole my camera.
Oh, Jade.
Yes. I literally lost all marbles. I was like done. I was over it. I was like, this is some bull crap. Like, you guys just put us in these situations to go crazy. I was irate and I cussed every single one of the crew people out. But they kind of knew my personality, so I can bring it back, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
sorry guys. Like, that was just a little bit of.
Yeah,
It was a little bit of a, I was just going in my bag or whatever. But
we all
it
get
happens. Like, those
crazy.
production people are crazy and they want the crazy show, so they want you to get crazy.
Yeah.
The more crazier you get, the more you're cussing out them, you're going to come back in, you're going to start cussing everybody out, and then boom, there goes the show.
Some of them are like really nice because they're people. At the end of the day, they're people. I mean, for my season, there was a lot of crew members that were super nice, and then there were particularly female crew members that were really rude. I had one who called me a CUN, like
Does her name start with an L?
No.
Oh, okay.
But she called me a "see you next Tuesday" to my face and said if I wasn't working on this show, I would bash your face in.
No.
And she said that to me in front of other people, and I literally had said nothing to her. It was because this like whole situation had happened. But that was like the most abusive thing anyone had ever said to me. That was like a crew member, and other people heard, and like I knew that like nothing happened to her. And I even complained to a few different people, and it was like,
I had one time
that fair? Is that
horrible where we were on season 13 and the whole crew told us to be still. It was bees swarming around us. I don't know if you've seen the season when we had the honey on us on Battle.
No, but was Amber on that? Because I think Amber told me a bunch of horror stories that the crew was like really disrespectful
And they're like,
to the girls.
stay there. You guys act like you never have been by bees. I'm like, first of all, you come over here in the hot sun with honey on you, with bees surrounding you. You don't want to get bit. So everybody was just like, you know what? This is ridiculous. This is torture. For this check, no.
Yeah, Amber told me a lot of stuff. Like once the girls were like really cold, they like made them be in the pool, and then they locked the house and wouldn't let them come into the house, and it was like freezing cold. So the girls were trying to get into the house, they're freezing cold, and then they were like being like verbally abused by the crew because they're. But I mean, some of them are great, but it's this. It's it's life. Some people are amazing, some people suck. I mean. But, with Ryan, I don't know. Ryan seems like a pretty difficult person to work with. So, I don't know.
Well, she's off the show now, so we don't even have to keep coming in.
Yeah, and I mean, let's not forget the Ghost Twins. The Ghost Twins sued them. And if you read the court notes from the Ghost Twins, my God.
Who's the Ghost Twins?
I got to do a YouTube video on it because it's just so much to talk about. But there was two girls that came on the show. They had their hands behind them. They were immediately beat up by the girls. They went back to the hotel. They said that the crew held their phones. They said they wouldn't give them their IDs, their money. It was a crazy thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So we should do a YouTube video together.
Oh yes,
we should do
that.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone, they all go out and accept. Stephanie's taking. I'm like so over everything. Okay, so the girls all go out except those other two. Stephanie comes home. She's taking off her boots. She's taking her cash.
And she has cash. Girl,
Yes.
I'm all about, making some dollars if you dancing and having fun. Not stripping, but, when
she's
you're having a good
go-go
time.
dancer.
Oh,
right?
she is?
Yeah, she's a go-go dancer.
Oh, okay,
now.
so that's what she does. Well, good. I mean, it's always good to come home with extra money than you went.
Yeah, she had zero shame about picking up that money. So when she was like rolling in the cash on the bed, I don't know, that kind of made me want to vomit a little bit. Something about like money, I'm so weird about money.
It's dirty.
It's so dirty.
And
I
she's,
always
like, putting
wash
it on
my
her face.
hands. I'm always like, if I touch money, I will not touch money and then touch my dogs. Like I touch money, I immediately wash my hands. It's like not an OCD thing. It's more of a, do you know how disgusting that is? Like how many, and she was rolling in her bed. I'm like, oh my God, girl. Jesus, help me. That was just like too much.
Well, Tierra loved the first night.
Yes.
And she's pretty. I mean, I feel like they came at her really, really, like, why? Why are you guys so
Extra.
into her business of who she's dating, who she's sleeping with, who she's like? It's like they were jealous a little bit.
Do you think it's because she's not like the typical like girl that would date somebody maybe like in that situation? Do you think that, I mean, yes, they definitely were jealous, but do you think it was that they were, I don't know, because they were coming at her so
And it's like, who
shady.
asked the question if like, so does he have a big house? Like,
Z.
that was Z. We talked to you like 2 weeks ago. You are so funny for that. I was like, who asked this question?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. But I mean, she handled it like a G. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think she did. I think she handled it really well because they were kind of acting weird, but it was just so funny. Did you see when Z was like, we have 2 kids, and Bernicia was like,
I was like,
Bernicia was like, what the hell did she just say?
I was like, okay, drinks that.
But she did, oh my God, cheers.
Hey.
Okay, so I kind of felt when that whole thing was happening that yes, she like held herself really well, but was that not like the most fun you've ever kind of seen Z too? When she was sitting there with her,
Her little jacket.
yeah, with her
and
jacket,
fun.
and she was like in her character. I was like, girl, you should just live this character.
I think they had a good time when they go out together. And I think this group of girls can kind of mesh well because you know how sometimes it's just not. I think Bernicia and what's the other girl that when they came in, they were all just like, tired of seeing new girls and new people, but it's like this is what brings the new fun, you know,
Yeah.
and some juiciness.
Key Ellen Poe just said Z is crazy. Or wait, no,
Scary.
scary. She is scary, and Z is a fake ass bitch. That's also from Key Ellen Poe. I don't know. Z is scary and was scared of winter.
I don't think Z is not. I don't
Do you think she was scared
No.
of winter? To me personally, I don't think that Z has really ever been scared of any of the girls. Did Winter and Z ever get into a fight?
I don't know. I think they got into like a confrontation or something because I didn't watch the first couple episodes.
I don't know. Personally, I don't think Z is scared of anybody.
I don't think she.
I think Z can hold her own, and that's just from, I don't know. But okay, so Ryan leaves.
Bye bye.
Were you like,
I mean, I didn't really. I mean, she really didn't do anything. So I mean, you know.
Ryan?
I mean, no shade to Ryan. Like, I thought she was very cute. I think she had a great personality, but she didn't. You have to go on the Bad Girls Club and have an open mind. You have to live it up. You have to not be scared to show the camera because at the end of the day, they're going to capture whatever they want to capture. And look what you got captured. You got captured cussing out the production. So people probably aren't going to want to work with you because you cuss out the production team. So
Oh, someone said Z never said anything to Winter.
Z is a messy person who likes to start drama. I mean,
I don't know.
I think Z just, you know, is really trying
And
to
someone
not
else
snap
said-
on somebody.
Z doesn't like Winter. Candy is going to call in Kristen. Is Candy really going to call in? I don't know.
Well, Candy, I think you should call
you know,
in.
okay,
'cause
this is yes. Sorry.
I definitely think she should call in
I
because
think
it's
she
a
should call in, too.
miscommunication and we're all grown here. We're trying to help
Yes.
everyone, you know, come on here, get
Yes.
some exposure, more
Yes.
exposure. This isn't just a little teeny bop, you know, we have following and we have
Yes.
people. So Candy, I liked you. I would have loved to have you on the show. And
Me too. I
you're
really
rocking
liked
that fade,
Candy.
girl. Anybody that can rock a fade, you're a boss.
That to me was so weird that like, especially this fan, Mel Bell, whoever you are on Twitter, was tweeting. Literally, you can go like, look, I responded to their tweet. They tweeted so many things at Candy. And then the fact that she would clearly believe that because she was retweeting it, it's like, what are you talking about? Like, we're giving our opinions. And then people were saying that we were favoring Winter too much. Kayla were favoring Winter, and I'm like, we were just giving our opinions. It's a review show. Like, I'm sorry, guys, if you don't like our opinions for that day, but it's things change. Like, sorry, but I mean, we're not flip-flopping. This is our opinions per show, you know? Like, we're not in the house with these girls. We don't know them on a personal level.
Yes.
Okay, then someone said, why didn't Winter come in? I don't know. Because she's a rude bitch. She didn't come in. Like, she didn't call. She sent me multiple emails saying she was going to come. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Okay, so Bernicia's crying when all that happened. Do you feel like that was, like, over the top? I just felt like...
I mean, I feel her because when I had people leave me in the house, I didn't boo-boo-hoo cry, but I just felt like, oh, the person that I actually get along with is leaving.
I cried when Kat left on my season, but we were genuinely friends.
Right.
I don't really
I thought that
feel...
Ryan and her came into the house together, so she felt like that. You know how they have
They
that
had some
original
kind of connection,
the
but-
original connection that goes on, and so I just feel like they probably, she probably did have a love for her, but for Candy to start crying, she probably was just crying because she's an emotional crier.
Yeah.
These fans are crazy.
I don't know.
Booger
That's
Wolf.
just like, okay. So when Bernicia was crying, I did feel that because like I've been there, and sometimes we don't know what type of relationship the girls have. I know Sarah from season 3 that was on with Amber, she had told me at one point that her and Amber were actually friends on the season, but they like never ever showed them together because they had become roommates after. And I was like, oh, that's so crazy, you guys were roommates because you weren't friends in the show.
Right.
And they were like, we actually were friends, they just never showed that because they wanted to make it this like huge divide. So because honestly, I feel like I never saw Ryan and Bernicia.
I didn't think that they were that close, but
I didn't think they were
they
that
might
close at
have
all.
a personal,
And then she was like,
you know. Well, you got Bernicia is extra when it
Dude,
comes
she
to some
was-
stuff. So
she
it's
was so
like
extra,
she's
so
a
I'm like-
cute. She's cute and she's so funny and extra.
I don't know. So that maybe was just a weirdly edited scene for me. I don't know.
Sorry you had to go so soon.
Oh my God, I'm trying to read everything you guys are like. There's like too much going on.
Conversation is
Okay,
cool. Let's see.
so I feel like there was a lot of talk about the reunion. Like, have you felt like that? Like everybody was like, "Oh, well, I'll see you at the reunion. We'll talk at the reunion. See you guys at the reunion." Not just this episode, just in general this
Yes.
season. Why don't these girls just deal with the problems they're having now? I almost wish there wasn't a reunion. I wish it was like maybe a reunion will happen, maybe a reunion won't happen. So deal with your problems now.
Yes.
I feel like everybody is like waiting for the reunion. Like the reunion is this big like boxing match each season. It's like the reunion has like for me too much build up to it.
Yes, it does, and it's a little like over the top when you get there, and then it's like they want to create this drama that you haven't been around for 3 months, and it's like, really, I'm over it. I'm on to the next, and you guys still want to relive these moments, but
Yes, and it's, you know, and so much stuff, it's like they try to make a bigger deal after, you know, because production wants it to be this huge, you know, what to do. I don't know.
don't talk to anybody. Don't say that you're
Someone
here.
said, is the reunion juicy? I don't know. From like what I've heard, the reunion is, people always say it's juicy and always say that it's got
You have to
stuff.
go to find like Joey the blogger. I think he knows like literally everything
Joey the
about
blogger,
everything.
you all, you know,
Or what's the other girl?
or Bag
Mona
Girl Tea.
Simone or something?
Yeah, and like
oh, I have to
Bag
block
Girl
her
Tea.
too.
You got to go to them. We're
Oh
just-
yeah, BGCT. Yeah.
Yeah, we're here for like up to date what's going on. I don't know. So like just too much reunion
We did.
talk. I don't know. Oh yeah, someone said Camilla and Kristen both fought at the reunions. Well, I did, but I was not like, I didn't go into it.
Oh, I was enraged
I didn't
when I
go
went.
into it fighting people. I went into it like, hey, I don't want to fight with anyone, but everyone, you know, had like a huge bone to pick with me. So I don't know. So Tiara is telling everyone about all of her money, about like all the jobs she has and everything, which I felt like they really kind of, the girls really jumped on. I mean, especially Z, when they were like, oh, you know, like, so you have how many jobs and what are you doing? And blah,
Who
blah, blah.
cares if I have 10
Yes.
jobs? Like, I have 13 jobs and I'm still here, so what's the problem? She's a hustler, clearly.
Yeah, and like was it Bernicia was like, oh, well, if I had all those jobs, I'd be collecting money. I wouldn't be doing this. Like, what? So she can't have a job?
That's how I felt too. I
and-
was like, bro, like, you have to be like super dead broke to get on. Like, we have jobs, and I'm sure more now. People have their own independent jobs because of how society is and social media, and you're able to do that. You know, when we were doing it, it wasn't that much popping like that.
Yeah.
Just
No,
t-shirts, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, I really felt the same way. I just felt like it was a little bit weird how they were all coming after her, and it kind of reminded me of like Little Women Atlanta, because one of the girls, do you know what I'm talking about? One of the women in Little
can't take
Women
that show
Atlanta.
serious.
Oh my God, I just love it so much.
I know it's funny, but it's so.
Yeah, but she was like dating, I guess, some guy who was, I think she had a baby with him, I'm not really sure. But everybody was like, they couldn't believe it. Like it was, you know, like he was like a unicorn or something. Like
Yes.
there are so many professional teams out there. There are women to date these men, you know, it's not like he's doing anything that's so spectacular that like Tiana couldn't get him. I just felt like it was a little bit too much for me. So what about when like Bernicia was talking to her mom about like being with a woman, being with a man? Do you think she wants to be with a? Do you think she wants to be with a girl?
I think Renisha's just scared to get hurt by a girl. I think she might have those emotions where I think when you date a girl, it's probably even worse than dating a guy.
Oh, I completely think it'd be
Girls
worse.
So I think her mom is with a woman, so she probably can relate a little bit. And she's saying that she hasn't been with a woman in 9 years, but at the end of the day, you have some attraction to Candace because she's cute. You want to give her a chance, but you don't want it to get too serious. That's the thing. So I think that she wants to get her little ta-ta licked on.
I don't know. To me, Bernicia seems very
Because she's not like, stop. If you don't want nobody to touch you and stuff, you're going to be like, stop. I don't want to, like, I'm not gay. I don't want to do this. Like, I'm over it. She's like playfully, like cat and mouse, like she said. Like, you know, Candace is right.
Like teenage love. So Z Candy Cabrina, talking about how Tiana is fake and that she's on the bandwagon and they want to go after her. It was just so much talk about, like, it was just too much.
Yeah, that was stupid. Like, grow up.
So they're talking about how they're going to, like, make up that, you know, she has 2 kids and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Bernicia, she's screaming at the computer. What was that? Because you know what I'm talking about when she was like, "Oh my god, no, not again."
Okay, oh my gosh.
No. What was your reaction when you first saw her screaming? I was like, someone got a car accident.
I thought someone died. Actually, when it really happened, I thought that something happened to her kids because she was like, "Not again." So I'm thinking the worst. But when she said she got a job, I'm like.
That was so weird to me. It was like, girl, like, you want so... That was so over the top. Like, no! No! Oh, my God, no! And she's like, girls, I got a job. But this producer I've been working with...
It's a hosting job, you know, for a radio station. I'm just like, that's something exciting. You made it seem like it was horrible. But whatever.
I don't know. It just goes on to, like, Bernicia's being a little bit extra. Okay, so Tiana, Stephanie, Z... They go to laser tag. That was just kind of stupid to me. So they go to laser tag, filler time. You know,
clearly, yeah.
Stephanie had to bow out. She was probably drunk, and I know that like all that smog that's made me feel really, you know, tipsy before and like kind of. What's that? Your equilibrium when you can't.
Stephanie is funny to me.
Yeah, I like Stephanie a lot.
She has a great personality, and she keeps it like good. A little like she's good for the show. Very good.
So then they go to Cinco de Mayo, which was so funny that who was it? Was it Cabina? Said that she'd never heard of Cinco de Mayo before.
Really?
Yes. Wait, so you were like born and raised in Long Beach? Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
well, not born and raised, no, but I mean,
but in California,
yes,
right?
California, yes.
So you've always known about Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, I
right?
mean,
okay.
I've always.
So I'm from Massachusetts.
So you don't know about Cinco de Mayo either?
We never, because like Cinco de Mayo.
Is that only in California?
Well, it's Mexican like Independence Day, right?
Okay, yeah.
So, but there's really no Spanish people where I am from. There really isn't. It's like extremely like you would be. It's insane. So like if you go on what's the website? If you go on oh my god, not registry.org. It's like you know, every year they send things to your house and you have to like fill out
like a censor.
Yes, it's so they put all that information to the computer.
I mean, a census.
Yeah, census. And there's a website that you can go to and you can literally put in the area that you live in and it'll tell you like demographics of nationalities. Where I'm from, it was like just all white. It's like crazy. It's like it's really weird. Massachusetts is like kind of like that, but not in all of Massachusetts.
Only been in Boston once, but yeah.
But so when I had never heard of Cinco de Mayo. When I came here for college, that was the first time I had ever heard of Cinco de Mayo.
Wow, I never realized that.
Which sounds crazy, but when I was watching, because I forgot because I love Cinco de Mayo. When I was watching the show, I was like, she's never heard of Cinco de Mayo? And then I was like, wait, I'd never heard of Cinco de Mayo. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
She said, balls to the walls.
Yes! Girl, Stephanie, yes!
That's how she laughs. It's so funny. You should trademark your laugh, by the way, because, you know, you never know.
I can't even do it. So, yeah. So,
kind of Sabrina stay home.
Yeah, so they stay home, and then the girls, you know, they're talking about sexuality and all of that. The girls get so lit. Stephanie is dancing around, which I really like Stephanie, and I'm glad she's on this season because she really adds something to it. So Bernicia gets in bed with Candy, but then they don't show anything. Like, did you notice that? Like, they get into bed together, and then
it's kind of like fondling.
Not the second time, the first time. She gets into bed with her, and she's like drinking something, and she's like, you know that you like want me to be in bed with you, and then it cuts, and they like go to something else. So we don't really know what happened. So I'm wondering like if something happened and they just didn't show it. Maybe they clipped that to show in a different episode. I don't know.
I think they probably messed around, and I think she liked it. And I think I'll wait for predictions.
Yeah. So Bernicia and Candy kiss. I mean, she was like acting super giddy. I actually liked how Bernicia was acting because she is kind of like a wet blanket. So it was nice to see her happy because we haven't really seen her happy.
Well, I think it's going to turn into some blossoming love action of, you know, what's going on. It reminds me of my season when I ended up kissing, what's her name? I keep forgetting everybody. Amy. And
What happened to her?
she got married, has big dogs, lives in, I think, Chicago still. She's doing really good.
Oh, good.
Happy little life. I mean, for the surface, I don't know. But she's cool. I like Amy. But yeah, they, where was my thought?
Amy. What she's doing what with you and Amy.
Oh, for the sex scene, not the sex scene, but the kissing scene. I think that they're gonna end up starting to talk to each other. I think she's gonna. Candy is a little aggressive, but I think Bernicia doesn't really want to make a conflict. You know, she's still trying to play it cool, but that's gonna get crazy in a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I would do something like that on the show because that follows you around forever. You know, it's like, and are they gonna have a relationship? Is that gonna work out? I don't know.
I know, because the kiss that I did with Amy was barely a kiss, and they swear that we just we had sexual encounters.
Didn't
and it was
they?
Nothing.
You guys kissed, but didn't they? Because I think you told me this when we went on Playboy together, like on the radio show.
Oh, right.
And you told me that they had like clipped in
sound effects. Yes.
Yeah, because they do that, guys.
That's when the first time I thought, I was like, wow, because my mom was like, you went on TV and you did. I was like, Mom, granted, I probably kissed her a second, but literally we did nothing. Like, there was nothing that happened. And they swear everyone thinks that I had sex with the girl and then beat her up. I was like, no, it's not that case. But you can't say anything because, you know, you're under contract and all this stuff. So everybody thinks I had sex with Amy. We did not have sex.
You heard it here, folks.
We did not have sex.
She did not have sex with Amy. Okay, so blah blah blah. The girls are in bed.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Is that my cue to start taking calls?
They really want you to start taking calls.
Okay, you guys really want calls. Okay, we're gonna take our first caller.
Let's go.
Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from?
AfterBuzz!
Is this Alex? Oh my god, Alex. You're
Yes,
funny.
ma'am.
Alex, you know all the callers are gonna be hating on you because you got through. So Alex, what do you think about this episode?
Do you know what's funny? I just want to quickly comment on that. Like, I just, out of the nowhere, was like, oh my god, it's 9:46. Let me try to call AfterBuzz and see, like, if I get through. And literally, I tried once. And, like, so everyone can hate all they want. Like, I don't sit here and try all night. Like, I just tried once.
See?
But,
So
what's it called? I loved it. Like, you know, I liked the new energy that the girls brought in. I thought, you know, the cattiness that's going on. I think that the relationship that's going on between Candy and Bernicia is leading up to a little bit to what Miss Camilla in the audience had with, you know, Miss Amy.
I know, man.
But I feel like theirs is gonna be like more real. Like I feel like it's like an actual relationship.
Well, because she's
I
like,
feel
are you
that way,
single?
too.
I mean, I kissed girls on my season too. I feel like that just happens.
I mean, you don't
know?
see men in freaking however long, and then when you do see guys, they're ugly. So
Yeah.
you're like, you know what? Just come here, girl. Just.
And you're always drinking, and it's like, I mean, with me on my season, yeah, it was just like, it was almost like funny, but they definitely manipulate stuff. So,
But I've also noticed that, like, ever since, I'm going to say Camilla season, your season for sure, they stopped bringing guys over the house.
yeah.
Like, I didn't see any guys over the house. Where are the penises? Like,
I didn't notice that, but now that you said something, I haven't seen any guys coming into the house, or rather, just groups of guys coming over with their friends and stuff.
Dude, I wrote that on my notes. I wrote like, what happened to all the hookups? Like, it's weird.
probably a liability situation. It's probably more than what we, you know what I mean? It's probably people were starting to act crazy.
Letting you guys know the phone number really quick. It is 424-256-1729. Once again, that's 424-256-1729. So yeah, Alex, you're so right, because I even had that in my notes. Is that because with my season, they really wanted us to hook up with guys. I don't know about your season, but that was like one of the things is when we go into the room, they had a group of questions, and we would have to like sit there and answer the questions. And it, like every question was about guys. It was like, how are the guys hot? Do you want to hook up with the guys? Like, what guy would you want to hook up with? Like, what's your dream date? Like, it was so sexualized, which makes me
I
feel
remember, like, Judy brought, like, 8 guys back to her house, like, in her season. Like, What happened? Like, I want to know, something must have happened.
These guys are lames. Like, first of all, when you go out to the club and these guys come up to you, they see the lights, they see the cameras, they try to get at you, then they're trying to get your bottles, then they're trying to go home with you, only to be on television. Like, that's whack.
I'm disgusted by, like, Alex knows this firsthand. I am disgusted by, like, 89% of all men. So, like, with me, like, whenever, like, a guy would come up to me, I was just like, I wouldn't even talk to them because I didn't want them getting any camera time at all. Like, I didn't want, and I wouldn't even have, there was like a guy like I was kind of dating but not really when I like started going on my show or my season, and I didn't even like tell him the number. Like, I wasn't like call me or anything. Like, I was like, I do not even want you acknowledged because down the line you're not going to be anything. So I don't know.
All besides that one episode where you made that one phone call and your voice is heard over the phone that one time.
Me?
No, to the guys that would call in,
Oh, yeah. No, well, we had one of the guys, Leo from my season, he was one of the strippers. He kept calling me, and I felt so bad because he was super nice. He was a 19-year-old stripper. He was, like, super nice and super hot, but I was just like, I can't have you, like, this isn't, and he would call all the time, and, like, everyone would be like, he's calling you again. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, what the hell are we going to talk about?
Oh, gosh.
What book have you read recently, Leo?
50
All right,
Shades
we're
of
gonna
Grey.
take another caller.
All right.
That call dropped.
Oh, bye, Alex. Okay, so next caller. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
What's up? It's Cupcake the Rapper.
Cupcake the Rapper?
Cupcake the Rapper.
We'll rap about BGC.
Can you freestyle a little rap for us?
Oh, I'm calling to call in. I didn't watch the episode today, but I just came to tell you guys that I love y'all.
Oh,
Thank
we
you.
love you too.
We love you. Thank you for calling. All right, we're going to have to let you go because you didn't see the episode, but thank you for calling. All right.
Cupcake Mafia. Oh, was it Mafia or Mafia?
Hey, I think he said Cupcake the Rapper, but I kind of like Cupcake Mafia better.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Joel, and I'm calling from Cali.
Hey.
Hey, Joelle.
Hi.
Okay, so Joelle.
Hi, Kristen.
Hey, what do you think about this episode?
I thought it was good, and I really liked how Tiara, how she really like handled herself well when they were all like asking her all these questions. Because I have a short tolerance, so I know if they would have asked them questions, I would have been like,
I know,
worried
I would
about
have been
yourself.
irritated.
Oh, wait, really quick. Somebody just posted on the Facebook live chat, where is Leo now? So the last time I heard from Leo, he sent me a direct message. He sends me a direct message. I'm not kidding, like every few months, telling me about his life. But the last time he sent me a message, he was like, why can't I stop thinking about you? And that was like a few months ago. So that's the last time I talked to Leo. I don't know. Okay, completely agree with you, Joelle. I think that she really handled herself well. I think
Did you guys Oh wait, sorry, I let you finish.
Oh no, it's fine. You can talk. It's your time.
Tiara had posted on Instagram, and she like shaded Z. I forgot what she said, but if you go on Tiara's Instagram, she had posted something about Z.
Really?
Like she got mad at her, yeah.
Oh.
I need to get up on their Instagrams.
Do you think that Candy was at all like a little abusive in the what they showed for the future episode? Excuse me, just totally burped.
But
Excuse me.
I'm
Did you think that she was a little like abusive when they showed it in the next episode when she was like talking about the flower and somebody gave Bernicia a flower and she was like, you got some flower for some random girl.
Oh, God,
what did you think about that?
Aggressive and aggressive.
Yeah, I think she was a little aggressive, but I talked to Candy. We're cool. Like, I really like Candy, like, outside of the show and on the show. But, yeah, she is aggressive, so I'm not really surprised that I'm seeing all that.
I found that, like, because that's abusive behavior. Like, if you're with somebody in a relationship and if they're going to go crazy on you for, like, someone giving you a flower, that's a very big red flag. So that kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of scary because,
That's
I mean, like,
foreshadow-
I get flowers and gifts all the time. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
and,
you
like,
have to be a
you have-
secure person to talk to me because I might get gifts from whoever.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found that to me was like a little weird. But what did you think about this entire episode? Was it good? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked how they were all just kind of, like, peaceful. Like, it doesn't have to always be about, like, drama or bullying or about who's the baddest or who, like, to show for cameras, kind of, because that's what it seemed like in the beginning.
Yeah, like bring your
So,
own.
yeah, I think it was
to
cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Have a good night.
So we're gonna take another caller. Hello. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, it's JoJo, and I'm from Florida.
Hey, JoJo.
Hello.
So, JoJo.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
So, JoJo, who is your favorite on this season?
My favorite on this season, I feel like, would be Winter.
Winter. Yeah, I really liked her too. I was sad she didn't come in. Who was like your least favorite, and why were they your least favorite?
My least favorite is Z. And that's because she does too much of the flip-flops. It just bugs me so much. She'll be like, I'm about to touch this bitch. I'm about to act hella hard because these girls was dropping like flies. But then she's like, oh, I love her because I really understand where she's coming from. It's like, girl, choose one. Either you fucking with her or you not. Oh, can I say that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine.
I'm just laughing.
No, I totally agree. I don't know, I'm kind of weird because I really like Z, but I think that we don't know the whole story because from what I see as a viewer, I totally agree with what you're saying. However, we don't know how she's edited it. So, like, that's how they want us to see her, but maybe Z's not really like that, and just the way that they edit it, we don't know. So, yeah. All right.
I had a question for
yeah.
Camilla.
Yes.
Do you think that Brianisha and Candy are like kind of like gonna be like you and Amy?
Yes. But the thing is, me and Amy never really hooks up, even though it looked like we did. But I definitely think they're going to do some little kissing and fondling and messing around with each other. But I don't think Bernicia is going to do anything to Candy. I think Candy is just going to play up on her.
Did you guys? So you guys like didn't like hook up in the shower because they really made it seem like.
Wait, you that did something with Amy, or was it Amy that did something?
No,
with
we
you?
were honestly just, first of all, we were drunk in the shower. And we were like hugging on each other and like drunk. Amy was really drunk. So when she came out of the shower, I was kind of more sober than her and really was trying to get her together. So people put, when we were kissing, that, sound effects like, all
They
that.
just did it dramatically.
Exactly. They made it dramatic. I was like, had to explain this for my life. So, yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, I'm not against dating girls or whatever, but I prefer
But it
men.
just didn't happen.
It just didn't happen. But I definitely think Bernicia and Candy are going to hook up, and they're...
Oh my god. Are you okay?
I'm beating myself up in the studio. I think that they're going to get into it because who really gets mad over someone getting flowers? Like, you said that this girl is attractive. First of all, those flowers are going to die by the time you get to the house. So, especially if they're coming from Los Angeles clubs.
Wait, there are really some people that are that insecure. I had a friend.
It's scary.
Her fiance, no, I literally, like, oh my God. Girl, I had a girl, her fiance is my friend from high school. We went to, it was my birthday. She got a flower from some random guy was walking by, and he literally handed each of us a flower and kept walking. Like, we didn't even talk to this guy. The next day, her and her fiance, like, they broke up. Like, her fiance and her broke up, which I'm like, good. That's good you broke up because that you shouldn't be together. Because he was so jealous and so insecure because she got a flower from some, like, random...
Red flag.
Like,
Run.
that is
Kristen,
abusive.
do you feel like that was kind of like a Aaliyah and what's her name? Brandy. Do you think it's like kind of like that also? Because Brandy was real jealous on your season.
Brandy was really jealous, but I don't know. Or you mean like Leah? And
no, Leah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I think she's just too jealous. And
just anybody who's watching this, don't ever let your partner tell you what to wear, how to dress, or make you feel bad about being yourself, or make you feel bad about.
I had one of those where he would like try to bring me up to bring me down. It's like, it's a wrap. I can't do this any longer. I don't care about all of these fancy dinners we're going to. It's a wrap.
We need to teach self-awareness and self-love to our young people.
Yes.
Because that is not something that, like, you should never be with somebody. If they're tearing you down and making you feel bad about something like that, like, don't be with them. If they're that insecure, don't be with them. They do not deserve you.
You got to be like that too. Like that bitch.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
I love you.
Love you too. Have a good night.
We'll take another caller. Hi, what's your name? Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
We need to teach self-awareness and self-love.
I can hear myself. Hey.
Because that is not something that, like, you should never
hello?
do somebody if they're sharing you down.
Oh, I don't know. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, what's your name?
Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. Can you actually just, like, turn down your radio a little bit? Oh, hello? We lost Tyler.
Tyler?
Hello? What's your name and where are you calling
Hello,
from?
Kristen.
Hello?
Hi. It's Tavion from Texas.
Hey, Tavion. We're hearing... Is that us? Is that...
I'm sorry. You guys
Turn
are
on your radio.
Can you turn down your
you
like
can
radio
hear
a little
yourself
bit?
in the background.
Yeah, thank you. So what did you think about this episode?
It was okay. I don't know. I don't really have any favorites. I mean, I like Talone, but that's about it.
What do you?
And Tiara. That's Tiara, Stephanie, and Kit, and Talone.
Was there anything that like stuck out to you in this episode that you want to touch on?
You guys like realize how Z like like she'll like try to like relate herself to like every situation.
Oh my! I've noticed that. Yeah.
Like someone will say something and then Z will be like, "Oh yeah, like that happened to me like so long ago too," and I just feel like I lived that situation too.
You the cutest sneezes.
Thank you.
Girl, I mean, I just called you girl. I'm like, girl, boy, I totally have seen that because even with the whole thing with, when the rape happened, she was crying about the rape. When her friend died, she was like crying about that, but it was after someone had talked about their brother dying. She was like, my brother. And then when she had said that, who was it?
Homeless.
Yeah, about being homeless in the car and her car got stolen. That was because they were talking about like people stealing. So I mean, I agree, but at the same time, don't we all kind of do that?
I was about to say I'm kind of guilty for that. I feel like I go through so much that I have an experience of everything. So if you say something, I might be like, "Oh my God, you know what, girl? I did this or I had this happen."
Yeah, and
you know, so it's just natural.
I don't feel like because I do that too, and I don't know if it 100% because she's trying to take the moment, or is it because she's just trying to like relate to someone? But I did feel like that kind of was a stretch because she was like, I don't like people who steal, and she's like, I've had everything stolen from me. My car was stolen from me when I was living in it. I was like, was that really necessary right then?
I'm like, wow, you have been through it all.
But
when you get your car stolen, like life.
But she
has
lived
happened.
in her car, so that was like her home too.
That's what I mean. Like for someone to steal your car while you're living in it, that's like the bottom of like you can be. It seems like So God bless her for being able
God
to
bless her
getting out that situation.
Yeah.
Oh, and T, Candy and Talone do fight.
Oh, they fight. Yeah, I mean, it looked like that from the little like preview. How did you think, or how did you feel about the whole situation that they kind of showed, like at the very end, with them like fighting about the flower? Did you feel like I don't know. As a man, what did you think about that?
I wouldn't be able to handle that. Like, if I'm talking to someone, like if I have a lot of friends or whatever, and someone approaches me and we're talking, and then you're like hating from the sideline, like I can't have that type of relationship because like
not even if you're talking to somebody,
that's
if you were married to someone, guy or girl, like if you were married to someone and that person brought home a flower and was like, oh, some guy gave this to me, would you freak out like that?
No,
because that's not like a normal reaction,
right?
I don't know, I feel like all right,
I would have been like, oh, that was sweet of him, now let me go buy you a dozen.
Like that just shows like a very insecure person. But thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you guys.
Love you
too.
Bye. So we're gonna take one more caller. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My shit gonna get rushed if I do get on. Like, Tyler, we gotta go.
Hey,
Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey,
Tyler, we gotta go.
I know. What's up?
Hey. So what are you and Tyler planning on? What's going on? Are you guys?
Hey, girls. Oh my God,
Hey.
Camilla, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Okay, so beyond you and Tyler going out, what did you think about this episode? And you are our last caller, so make it good.
I think that this episode's a little. I think they're reaching a little bit. It's kind of dying.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So they're like reaching for like a storyline. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like I feel like it's like dying out.
Yeah, it's gonna kind of womp womp.
I agree. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling. Go turn up for us.
Please do.
Tell Tyler we say hi.
Thank you guys. I'm
Have
sorry my
fun.
phone's busting up.
It's okay.
No,
Call
it's cool.
next week. We'll be
Bye.
here on Tuesday.
Yeah, call us. Bye.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
Turn up.
Okay. Turn up. Okay. So predictions. Predictions.
Flutters. I need my
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
butterflies to be flying around on Snapchat. Woo.
Predictions?
My prediction is that Bernicia, of course, and Candace are going to hook up. Eventually, Candace is going to beat her up or try. 3, I think that what's some chick's name? The new girl, Tiara is going to get tested, so whether she shows her true personality, or maybe because they played so much up on her boyfriend that they're going to reveal something, or maybe it's going to be like a little hidden agenda with her.
Right.
And Stephanie's going to laugh.
I think that there is definitely going to be some kind of abuse going on with the whole Candy and Bernicia situation, but I'm happy that Bernicia, it seems, stuck up for herself, because she was like, I'm not going to deal with this. So I'm happy that that happened, or I hope that I'm happy that that happened. And yeah, other than that, I don't know. I think that's really about it. That's all I can predict.
Yeah, and then they're probably just going to be filling it and stuff, because it's not, like they said, it seems like it's kind of reaching.
Very true. So where can they find you, Camilla?
You can find me on Instagram at The Real Camilla P, and you can also find me on Twitter.
Yes.
I am Camilla P.
You can find me everywhere at Kristen Kelly TV, and on Snapchat you can find me at Miss Chris Kelly, and I talk a little bit more on there.
Oh yeah, Snapchat, The Real Camilla P.
Yeah. And I talk a little bit more about why I'm not like bringing on more bad girls on my Snapchat, so if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, I love you guys. We'll see you next week. Mwah!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.